So I was back there just trying to fix the MIG welder, and I fixed it, surprisingly. So I thought my $1,000 Miller MIG welder was gonna go down the drain. Now it works. So I just gotta put this back together. It was just like loose wiring, fortunately. So I guess I could weld some stuff today. I just got the differential just pulled off from upstairs. This is the original one off of straight out Copart car. The other one that was already, that's in the straight out Copart car was actually off from Project Sandy, and before I sold it, I took off the whole differential that had the Tomei 2A in there. Basically, as you can see, it's not like aesthetically. It looks like crap. It was probably leaking a little bit too. And I just opened up and the fluid was clean, but looks like it was never changed. First, because I saw a bunch of metal shavings that I took off. So just draining the differential fluid. Cover is taken off. I just like to use the same factory bolts on the same hole. I don't know why, but that's just how I do it. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna just dump this thing in the solvent tank, so it just kind of cleans up. I'm not looking to make it like really nice and like fresh, but you know, good enough to where I could see the leak and everything, because this is covered with the fluid. So obviously, there were some signs of, you know, the fluid actually escaping over time. And possibly there was some leak from the seal, so which I'm gonna replace anyway. I did prep for BK1, but now that there's a possibility I'm gonna use Project Scented for the event, I'm just gonna go with the BK2. So what I did was I just took out all these pleats or the cups, whatever you want to call. This is only for the BK2 guys, so you could literally actually separate the axle from here instead. And this thing also comes out. But what's good about it is when you weld differential, especially, you could weld these cups together as well with the spider gears. Not only you're gonna have a solid two-way differential, welded differential. Your axle, like there's some, especially when you lower the car and everything, this part will get stressed out, and sometimes the axle gets pulled out from your differential. It's gotta be actually one piece after everything's welded together, so it's gotta be rock solid. Only thing is, if you lower the car too much, there could be some stress between connecting the axle to this. So some markets like S2000, one of my friends used to sell them, like there's a spacer in between and you put it like a longer bolt, they'll solve the issue. But I'm not gonna lower the car that much anyway. So oil, and it's literally heating up the whole differential, so you could just kind of penetrate better. I mean, I'm gonna heat up with the torch a little bit more, but this way, when you're like MIGging and accidentally set something on fire, like when it's gonna burn everything off, so it's just the extra security to do, just to prep. So I'm just gonna heat up the whole differential. Alright, so I just stopped here because the wires actually ran out, so I gotta just run off and get some more for the other side. But I think on this side, even without the plate, unless I'm like running LS and making so much horsepower torque, I think this is all I need. Basically, I did like 10 passes, welded around. So literally, it's a one thick metal, and the like little tip is actually make sure you shove everything in down there, because you will not be able to line up all the spider gears. So you gotta just do passes and just to get them all sorted out. So this is what it looked like before. Right now it's like really dry, so I'm having a hard time like turning it. But see how the cup or the axle, the part of axle sticking out, weld that around, try to get it as much inside to here, and just connect these spider gears all together and just do a lot of passes around. Literally just pass it around the whole spider gears and do at least 10 like crazy passes. You can connect to the center section like I did for the other side. And what I also did, ooh, it's ugly. And what I also did was just kind of wire brush all the gears so that I have the least amount of debris. Anyone could weld this, you know, anyone with a MIG welder could weld this, no problem. It's just that after you're done, you want to make sure there's no like metal shavings, any like debris, any type of things inside. Because over time or right away, it could get stuck in gears and it could just pop out the differential cover. It's very, very possible. So, we've seen that before. So not only you have to penetrate the metal all around the spider gears, which is really important. You want to try not to have those or even wires just hanging. You want to literally melt all the wires and the gears together so that there's no metal shavings or debris, like I said, later in the future stuck in and explodes your whole differential, which is very, very possible. So I'm out here just kind of rotating everything with just random ATF I have at the shop, just to clean up and also make sure everything's been lubricated before I mess up the bearing or shims or anything like that, without having any lubricants. But you can literally see some of the little weld debris going up and down. I mean, it has a magnet plug, well collected, but this is the thing that I'm gonna drain over time. So this is the first thing I'm gonna drain. I'm gonna fill it up, drive it, and drain one more time. So just hand tight this cover and left it out for like an hour and just torqued it down to about 42 pounds all around. And usually just leave it out for like a overnight, or usually they say a day, but overnight is fine. Then put on the car. So that's already ready, and it's really nice machined CNC pieces. And I mean, there's no really a weak point anymore as far as this goes. Possibly bushing or anything from pinion could fail, but internal, external, I think it's gonna be rock solid. So thanks to John Kraft once again, leaving me the cover here. So this is actually the final product. I'm about to put this on the Project Sent It or just go part car. I don't know, because I'm just kind of debating which one to do. But as you can see, all the cars are moving, so I was able to kind of move it around. This is the only car that I can't really put it on the lift right now, which is kind of pain in the butt. The car is heavy and it's also automatic, so it's extra weight.